Cancer, hey, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages coming through. So let's get into it, Cancer. We're on the tail end of Gemini season, on the cusp of Cancer season. So exciting. Cancer is one of my favorite energies. It's been rough, right? Like, we have been experiencing a lot of change, a lot of transitions. Some of it's smooth, some of it's not so much. Gemini season has really allowed new energy, new movement to come in, even though it's like a little bit faster than a snail's pace. Not too much, but we're getting a little bit more momentum than what we have, over the past few months. But Cancer season really allows us to kind of dive into that love, that nurture, that support, which we really need. And especially if we're not getting it from other people, other situations in our life, if we're going through a lot of change, if it's touching a lot of our relationships, etc. Some of that stuff can be really overwhelming, right? And Cancer energy really allows us to support ourselves from that space of love, self-care, nurture, and being able to plug into who and what is willing to give us that as well, right? Like, there are just some people, situations that are not really willing to work with us, and we're kind of sifting through that and figuring out what the next steps are. That's why I like to start the readings off with an energy cleansing. Just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any blocks, obstacles, limitations we might be coming into. It's a really good time to set your own intention for the reading as well, Cancer, especially if you have something on your heart, on your mind, that you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you are interested in more of a realignment of self, mind, body, and soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're operating from that space of feeling good and strong and supported in ourselves, that's really where we are manifesting our happiness and our abundance, which we totally deserve. And I would love to help support that in whatever way possible for you. Definitely hit me up, Cancer. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly, and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, Cancer, it kind of feels like something's, I don't know, just like getting the best of you. I don't know. You feel just like annoyed is what I'm hearing. You feel annoyed. Maybe things aren't really moving, or you're like finding yourself stuck in the same cycle over and over and over again. I feel like you are kind of annoyed at someone or something, a situation. I'm not sure that that's like the root of like your frustration, however, because it feels like it's not just about nothing moving, but there's no end in sight. Maybe that's the best way to say it. Yeah, there's like no end in sight. The snow, okay, you saw me shuffle, popped up again. There's no end in sight. And I feel like in a lot of ways, you're left to your own devices, meaning you're not getting like the type of support or feedback that you really wanted to see from something or someone. I feel like you're in this space where you're ready to kind of have some good things come into your life. Like, it's almost like you're annoyed with someone, and so you're trying to find like your happiness or your fulfillment in other places because someone's not giving it to you. And not only are they not giving it to you, but they're kind of putting you on the back burner. They're putting you on hold. And I feel like, I don't know, like for a long time, you've been committed to this, whatever this is for you. I think it's hard to kind of acknowledge what it is. I feel like a lot of the communication is nonverbal, you know, like you almost have to understand what someone's doing just by their actions alone, which is important. Like we do always have to look at people. It's not only what they're saying, but it's how they're showing up. But this feels like someone who like says the right thing, but doesn't necessarily follow through. Maybe they're baiting you or like keeping you on, dangling the proverbial carrot in front of you to kind of see what you'll take or to keep you around because they're not directly saying no more. They're just not there. It's like a little, sorry, this is going to sound bad, but it's like a little bit of a toy energy, like someone who just wants to take you out and play with you when it serves them. But there's not a lot of reciprocity in it. And it actually, this is a dynamic that it's been kind of hard for you to see through, right? It's something that I feel like keeps happening over and over and over again. Like the waiting energy. There's always this, in the future. It's going to change. It's going to be different. I don't think this person is necessarily promising, there's that Ten of Swords again, promising that it's going to be different because they don't really want to divulge what they truly think and what they truly feel. That's a little bit too much for them. I don't feel like there is a lot of honesty. The devil, of course. I'm not surprised because that's how the energy comes through. Like they're manipulating the situation and they kind of know that they are. And I feel like it's hard for you to see that because there's something about this person, about this situation that like either you feel happy with or you had happiness with once upon a time, or you're just trying to get it back to the place where it was happy. You have good intentions, but a lot of the disconnect is where you're having a hard time acknowledging. Yeah, Champion of Orbs. It's just someone who's not on the same page, and they haven't been on the same page. And you're communicating this to them on some level, or like maybe, like I don't really see a lot of direct conversation happening, like I said. It's indirect communication. It's nonverbal communication. Everyone's trying to like maybe not them so much, but you're trying to figure out what the F is going on. You're feeling really disappointed or like they're not, including you, right? They're not including you. But you almost feel like it's your job to be okay with it, whatever the nature of this relationship is. Like you're more committed to them than they are to you. And if anything, it kind of just looks like they're constantly trying to worm their way out of things. They do have things they want to say, but they're not saying it to you. And that's part of the reason why you're probably annoyed this week, that you're not feeling like you're getting clear answers. You're not getting clear answers, Cancer, but you're also not asking for those answers either. And it does feel a little bit like this opportunity might leave if you don't get the clarity. I don't know if you really want it though at this point. But I also see like new energies coming in. New energies coming in that like actually want to collaborate with you. They actually do want to connect with you. They want something with you that's going to grow, that's going to build. And this is an energy, it's a soft energy. It's an energy that you need. Speaking of that home, that nurture, that love, support, that's what the Empress is all about. It's new beginnings. And this is new beginnings where like I'm hearing like you didn't even think that this was possible, right? Like I feel like you've kind of been stuck on someone for some time and they've taken a lot of your energy. They've taken a lot of your time. They've not been honest. They've not had the courage to communicate to you in a way that you needed them to. And I feel like their lack of honesty is like trying to keep you around, right? Like their lack of honesty, it does kind of have some ulterior motives because they're not being completely transparent. And what they are offering you is not a lot, if any, because you're feeling left out. You're feeling like they're not paying attention to you or the relationship or the situation. And it hurts. It's not fun. There's not a lot of reciprocity. But there is this new dynamic that's coming in that I feel like is actually offering you that, you know? And this is something that has safety, that has authenticity. Like you can pick that up right away. Like, you know, it's just it's a peaceful energy. And I'm hearing part of this is about just choosing peace. Like sometimes we have to recognize when things are over and done with, even if we don't want to. I feel like this is going to be a situation that challenges you to be a little bit better or to have a little more courage to leave behind, walk away, create extra space, extra distance between you and a situation that really just like hasn't been great. You know, maybe I think the hard part is there is history, there is love, there is connection. You don't necessarily want to leave that behind, but you're also not getting a lot back from them, right? And Spirit's asking you to use your discernment, having boundaries. We've really needed to set our boundaries lately because people are trying to take advantage and manipulate, because they're trying to get away with things that, you know, Spirit really does want you to be able to acknowledge. It's something also that you're seeing intuitively, like the violets are all about connecting with our crown chakra and spirituality and like how we like trust and listen to our intuition. And you are a very intuitive sign, Cancer. But I feel like that intuition is more going towards empathy of like feeling bad, not wanting to do to them what they're doing to you. But that is where some of the issues are coming out, because at the same time, like, I feel like, you know, you need something good in your life. The Shinto shrine is all about good luck. It's about like, you know, actually like, and to me, this feels a little bit like good luck coming after a hard time. Good luck coming after a time where you've had no prospects, you've had no guarantees, things haven't really worked out with people, situations that said they're not following through on their commitments, etc. And I feel like you've stayed committed to what you wanted, to what you thought. And now Spirit's bringing in something that's going to help you actually like level up and step into something that you deserve a little bit more versus like being cast aside or pretending they don't care about you. You know, you deserve more, Cancer. So I hope this reading helped. It was a little heavy, but it does feel hopeful at the same time. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.